Welcome back to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games practice game design, and we are back with Academagia.
I think.
I think it's Academagia.
So here it is, past the disturbingly huge city of Mineta, past the famous gates of Academagia, past days of sunburn and nights of motion sickness and all the other pleasures of traveling in a hurry. You find yourself in a new home, a big warm dorm room with a sickly sweet smell, and a window view of a big stretch of glass and churned mud that's probably an athletic field. Your oldest friends, your old life, all of them are somewhere else. You're at the Academagia to learn magic. You're not going to just stand here feeling lonely. There are a couple boxes waiting for you in the front of the armoire. Some tiny amount of stuff inside came from home, but the rest of the school, textbooks, uniforms, robes. God's only knows what else. Putting them away will be work, but you're not in the mood yet. You want to see magic. You want to see kids your own age. You want to see kids your own age using magic to fight pirates. At this point, that's
a direct call out to your merchant origins,
right? At this point that you notice a letter on your bed. Tips from the room's last occupant. You skim it. You can change the plans on your calendar to determine what you're going to do in one day. Check. If strange things happen around you, you shouldn't be afraid to fall. Falling teaches you new skills. A bit bleak, but fine. Training skills to improve them, one step at a time. Good. Study for classes at the same time in order to excel at tests. Familiars, bonds, whatever. We say as we have a familiar. Burning things. Burning things is interesting. Suddenly you're interrupted by an adult voice, magically amplified and booming from, somewhere else. Attention students, the Wyverns are under control. The Wyverns are under control. However, for your own safety, please avoid making eye contact with the pirates, as they are under a particularly unhelpful glamour. Three demerits for Miss Cosson's college. Their behavior can be difficult to predict. This situation should be resolved shortly. Well, this is your new life. I love that introduction.
I do too. I especially like the Wyverns because I was like, I wasn't worried about the Wyverns.
Now I'm worried about the Wyverns.
Thanks for bringing it up. Yeah, I feel like that does a really good job at both setting the scene, the tone, our character, and kind of setting a scenario. I think I'm really curious though. What happens if you click train or that study or on the previous page? It was like
I just want to see some
hover text, like highlighted text.
Oh. The best way to get better at something is to practice. By using train, you can work on one of your skills and hopefully improve it. The higher level the skill, the harder it is to train, but your attributes can make a large difference on this.
Okay, so that's just like to explain things.
Effects, train, beneficial, duration, 1. Wait. Okay, I was like, can I click and find out what duration is?
It does seem a little odd that it highlights.
Yeah. Dual cost, success chance. Okay, so anyway, study. Alright. You cannot rely solely on class to help you get along with your exams. You'll need to do some time reviewing, organizing, and thinking about the materials in order to really do well. Studying a class directly improves your exam scores.
So we're gonna have to balance that. Okay, cool.
So,
do me a favor, click that like plus and minus button. I think you can actually make the text bigger.
Wait, where?
Just above your options. See that little dial? Yeah, big text. Now we can read this. Now everyone can read this. Now we have 5 pages of text. Also kind of weird that you can like move things around.
7 pages.
Oh, but it affects everything. That's really nice. Now we won't struggle as much, buddy.
Yeah.
We did it. We figured it out.
We're not as blind. So we can either start reading the letter, put the letter away, and get started school. I think we read the letter as we have no idea.
We don't have much reason not to.
Validate orders? I guess that's okay. Whoa. Wait.
Oh, so it added more pages, maybe?
Yeah. This is your new life. Next thing. Right then. What did this former occupant have to say?
Maybe shrink the text. Maybe that breaks things.
No. No, it did not.
All right.
Hello, new student. My name is Garrett Dolman, and your dorm here was mine this time last year. Sorry about the smell. Making your own candy isn't as easy as a splatter-free as they'd make you think. Stupid candy liars. Anyway, I'm gone. By the time you read this, I've gone back home. It's a long story. It involves pirates, and you're probably better off not knowing it. And look, I know you're not going to be a mentor by the end of your first day, and maybe it'll be a good one. Or you're going to get a new mentor. Mine just made me carry your books and told me to keep my eyes open. Though soon, maybe not. For what it's worth, here's what I wish someone had told me from the start. In one of the boxes the college set out for you, you're going to find a calendar. It'll show you a week of your life at a time, and the people who run the school have already set it out for you. 5 days a week, they want you going to classes, then going to class again, then resting. And sure, you could do that. At the start of every single day, though, you have the option of changing your plans. Change any and all entries you'd like. Instead of going to class, you can try to cast a spell. Instead of resting, you can go on to an adventure. If you go overboard, they'll make you pay, but for the most part, no one's going to force you to do anything, up until you validate your actions, or our funny way of saying, walk out the door. Committing yourself to one day's choices, your imagination is the limit.
Okay.
A nice way of, like, combining metagame, like
tutorial and
yeah.
Maybe you'll just refer to the letter in your inventory from here on in, or keep reading.
So we could find out more about the game, basically, or we could just like
jump in. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's probably pretty straightforward. I say that.
You can catch up with Gary some other time. For now, you might as well check out what's on the calendar.
Yeah.
All right. So this looks like a...
So that's like time of day of the month, maybe, and the year. So it's 1657. Wow.
It's snowing is the weather.
So this is like ye olden days.
Ye olden days.
Which I guess explains why we're dealing with pirates and presumably like legit pirates. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Okay, so that's there. Where is my
calendar?
Hit
validate orders. Maybe that's just like something that pops up.
Oh, how about that?
Bam.
Right. Oh,
okay.
And now we have buttons on the side.
Oh, cool. Okay. So we have the normal days of the week. Then we have an 8th day of the week? Huh. Juvenilia? I feel like that's supposed to be like a day of resting.
Let's check this out. We'll be right back. All right. So I guess it is an 8th day of the week, or I'm not really certain about this.
Let's operate under the assumption that it is.
That's fair.
Because we're choosing actions for it, and it defaults to rest. I think it's like intended to be a day of rest.
A day of rest. All right. So
I mean, there's a little bookmark icon next to it. Does it say anything on there? Oh, it's got like the click. Oh, that's just the panel. It's crazy to me that you can move these around, which I guess there's no reason to not give the player the means of doing that. Which is not unexpected.
So yeah.
Resting resets your stress to 0, which I assume if it feels too high, you start doing not good. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it's under your
become
attributes.
ill, miss out of school and friends, and otherwise unable to act.
We become a piece of shit.
You cast a spell, use an item, or use an ability. Oh, we actually have abilities. Assistant tonic. Oh yeah, brew and potions.
Staff. So is it like we get 3 actions per day, you think?
I think basically, yeah, that's it. And you should usually rest at the end of your day. I'm guessing but like you can stretch yourself if you need to.
Yeah, because otherwise your stress just like keeps building up and up and up. And I imagine it doesn't take long for your stress to affect you. Like if you have a stress of 1, you like are just a piece of shit for the rest of the next day.
Right.
It goes higher than that. You start getting brain damage, and that's how it works.
That's how it ends. We'll expand your knowledge in agriculture, flowers, and seeds. By ones, those are skills, I guess.
So I wonder if it goes through the full week and then it presents some kind of scenario to you. So it's like you're building up your skills in each of these days, and then it's like some shit goes down. What are you gonna do about it? And you're like, well, I've been working on my herbology. Let me whip up an herb potion for that.
So some of these you can't tell, they're like colored differently. There's green, and then this one's red, and this one and this one are purple. Everything else is green.
Like I see a slight difference, but they all kind of look just gray.
I don't know what any of it means, like why it's colored in whatever way. So I think the first thing, maybe we just go on an adventure.
Yeah.
It's always best to prepare well before setting out. Adventures are very difficult to complete and often need more than one. Okay, all right. You can compete.
I mean, we could even kind of just write off of their default week and kind of see how that works and then kind of modify from there if we want to play it safe. But we could also go crazy. I'm just saying, if we die like week 1, no one's going to remember us.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to gossip instead. I'm going to spend like, boom, I'm going to gossip. Boom.
Okay, yeah, I'm into that. That's kind of up our alley.
It's like, it seems safer.
Maybe that's part of what the color coding is like, you're better at these things.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, the other one, the wrestling or whatever it was purple.
Oh, okay.
And gossip's purple, so no, I don't think exactly. Joie de vivre, as they say in Merrill, France. The light of life, enjoy the possibility of freeing yourself from all normal tasks. What does it give you? Learn a lot about the world with that kind of spirit. You really never know. Wow, we're doing it.
It's pretty whimsy. It's like, I'm going to go party.
First day, time to party. Although,
cool.
Wait, is there one for recite lineage? That's great. That's an action you can do. They said that the first day was all about trying to find classes.
I mean, maybe explore? What is explore? Foundation date before years ago, who knows? What secrets lie on the campus? It's nothing compared to the metropolis of Mineta, surrounds the Academy. So it's actually just exploring. Who knows what secret locations you'll discover within. So it's like within the actual Academy. That's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool.
I mean, it's a magic school, so yeah, there's got to be some secret stuff there.
Maybe we'll explore instead?
Yeah. I mean, they might have just said, like, you got to find your classes as just flavor, but, like, you're going to find your classes no matter what.
Hopefully we don't have to rest hopefully we'll be able to change our schedule each day, and so I'm not locked down on a Saturday and Sunday.
Well, we'll find out.
We will find out. All right. Boom. Next. Oh, what did I just click on?
So this is gossip. So maybe you're choosing character's room? So like where you're gossiping?
Oh my.
Okay, so we can gossip on the compost pile. No one will hear us here.
What?
One bag of fertilizer each time they visit. It's a great place to to gossip. You're multitasking, man.
Let's maybe the
Great Hall.
one of the most special places. Maybe not in the Great Hall.
Maybe you want people to overhear you, just like gossip echoing across the halls.
The Great Hall it is.
Did you hear what Becky was wearing?
Wait, what does this say?
Stress bonus. So stress bonus equal to the number of chosen may not be higher than 2 times your fitness.
Which our fitness is 1, so
you can choose to give yourself stress, I think.
to do better, it seems like.
Yeah.
Okay. Expand relationship.
I don't think we can choose anything since we haven't met anyone. That's my guess.
And yet it's letting me click on things. What?
Morning? That's what it said. Try just hovering over it.
Morning, gossip. Afternoon.
Oh, that's just your schedule.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's, yeah.
All right, where are we exploring?
Our room.
Hey, man, you never know. There might be some secrets in there.
I think that we try to find...
Oh, maybe we can only explore our room, or it's just bugging out.
Whoa.
To change, click below to change.
These are our schools.
Expand relationship.
Right.
Oh, so maybe these are just people.
These are the classes. These are like, this is the school. Like this right here, heading, I think, is our
so
school.
It's choosing like which schools you're gossiping with or about.
I don't know any of these people. Can I just like...
Just choose them at random, man.
Can you just... Do I have... Okay. I guess we're doing it.
Yeah, man.
Herbert.
Yeah, fuck Herbert.
And...
Leopold? Come on.
Leopold. Done. Next. Okay, maybe I can't get there yet. Maybe I have to finish this.
Or what's the second explore option? There you go.
What's the difference?
We'll find out. Yeah.
I don't know which one. Okay, we're going grounds. Hopefully this will allow us to find the thing.
The thing.
All right. Knock, knock, knock. You barely finished putting away your clothes in your dresser when you hear the knocking at your door, wondering, thank you for, whatever, wondering who could be calling on to you so soon. You cross a small room over to the door and open it hesitantly. Yes, you say. A bright smile greets your nervous question. Hi, says the woman as her hands snake out to grab yours. Oh, in a firm shake. I'm Own Sung. I'm your mentor. Seeing the confused look you give her, she continues with, and I'm guessing no one told you I was coming, did they? You shake your head. There was such a thing in the letter, but it didn't give you much information. She smiles politely. I remember what it was like, she says. The day before classes, barely settled in your room, no idea what's in store. Let me tell you, it's better that way. People who come here full of stories of how things should be don't have the easiest of times. They're the ones who get stuck in detention the first day. Detention on the first day? How does that happen? Still nervous, you find it difficult to talk. Owen's polite smile turns into a gentle one. Come on, I'll explain as we walk. Pulling you out the door, Owen closes it behind you and leads you out of the heady dormitories and into the fresh air. As she walks, she keeps up, so that's our skull. If we had chosen something else, that would be different. She keeps up a steady patter as this is soothing and as it is informative. Like I said, my name's Owen, and before you can ask, yes, I'm from Seon. And before you can ask, let me just say that, yes, we know just how important magic is to our survival, and no, I don't plan on taking what I've learned and going back to spend my life there. Growing up in a city that needs to be under a bubble of air just to protect it from a volcano isn't as interesting as people thinks it is. But yes, you do learn an awful lot about magic from an early age. She looks over and smiles at you. But now you can tell your friends that you've met someone from a Seon. I bet you none of them have. You smile awkwardly, reminding Owen that why she's there. Right, you barely had time to unpack. Let alone make friends. Don't worry, you'll get there. She directs you to a worn, pebble-lined path and steps beside you as you start down the path. You're obviously curious about things, or you wouldn't be here. So let's start. Everything you need to start with is right here and right in there. Anyway, she says, tapping your head lightly with her finger. After all that, you must have a decent study habits to come this far. Your social skills must have been good enough to pass the interview. And since the Academagia doesn't accept total wimps, your schoolyard education couldn't have been too bad. Now, could it? Schoolyard education. She must be talking about that time in the yard when your supposed friend... I bet. How did she know about that? Your confused look gives your thoughts away. I'm sorry, she says. I didn't even explain what I'm doing here. Okay, here's the quick version. Each incoming first year is assigned a second year as a mentor, someone to help guide them during their first years at Academagia. As tradition dictates, the second year me greets the first year, you, on Juvenalia. Appropriate, is it not? You're like a new apprentice. Don't worry, though. I won't treat you like one. She gives a little laugh. Anyway, it seems there was a little mix-up in the registrar's office this year, though, because they took in the last 3-minute edition and ran out of mentors. Legate Orsi asked me around for the best mentor from last year, and my Name popped up enough that he asked me personally to draw a name from the hat and mentor a student. Her smile crinkles in the corners of her eyes, and when the legate, how do you...
Legate? I think it's legate.
All right, legate asks you personally to do him a favor and don't really say no, do you? Still, some first years don't want to be hassled by someone older than me. Older than them. So you have no choice to make. Do you want me to have me as a mentor, or should I just go back to your room? I'll let you go back to your room.
Weird that they let us choose. I guess it's like, do you want someone to teach you how this game works? I mean, it's either that. I'm sure that you kind of created a relationship with them too, so they're... I assume that beyond the point of teaching you the game, they'll still be around?
Possibly?
Yeah, or
they might
maybe
just be
not.
a tutorial box. They might be more than that.
Interesting, though, that they, like, set it up so that this person, like, she's not standard procedure. Like, she's not a second-year student. Yeah. Does that mean she graduated, or does that mean she's, like, a third-year student?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everything's shrouded in mystery. You know... Politely decline. We're just going to jump into it because I don't want to read through more tutorial. We're just going to do it.
Okay, that's fair. I'm on board with that.
All right. Validate orders. Owen shrugs. Suit yourself, she says. Some people do better when they're not being coddled. Good luck.
Let's hope we are one of them.
Probably not. Probably detention first day.
Morning. You succeed at using gossip.
Yeah.
You increased your relationship between Herbert Downs and Leopold Resent by 1. Yeah, we made some friends.
Yeah, there we go.
Afternoon, you succeeded at using Explore. You have explored Academagia grounds and discovered auxiliary athletic fields. Okay, sweet. Evening, you have successfully rested.
Yes.
Yes.
Matters of concern to you. Parent approval, 20. Is that good? I don't know.
I assume that's like default.
Els Rutmanden succeeded at using Compete. Eddie's merit was increased by 3 by Els Rutmanden. Cool. All right, so this is another student. Wait.
I guess because
look at that. Look at this. I can click.
Relationship with player. This isn't someone we gossiped with, is it?
This is not. I think it's just saying our house just got 3 merit points because she used Compete and succeeded.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Okay, so we know of her because she did something that benefited our house. So now we're like, Els is awesome. Good job.
Els. Although the reading her description, she's pompous as hell.
Yeah.
But we're pompous, so we have to be more pompous.
You're going down, Hermione. I don't care if you're getting points for Gryffindor. We're going to be the Gryffindor champion.
Plus, what are you doing in Gryffindor? Honestly. Never mind. I'm probably gonna anger so many people by saying random shit like that. I know it frustrated Rachel. Be like, she's not Gryffindor. Well, and I was like, okay, they described something very specific about another house. That is all she does, and yet you're gonna tell me she belongs to another house. What's the point of anymore?
She belongs in Ravenclaw. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
Like, you could be like, Hermione's also a hero, like the Gryffindor kind of mentality, but like also she's smart first and foremost. And like,
she gained us our first points.
Like, I'd probably be Ravenclaw. I care more about intelligence than like heroism.
Afternoon or morning exchange.
Though maybe I'm not super smart, so maybe I'd belong in Gryffindor. Anyway, we are over time. So we'll
continue doing this alone in the next episode. See what happens.
Cool. Maybe question of the day is, what are they doing to kind of introduce the player? What are they successfully doing at introducing the player to the game mechanics and the world? Just through like how they choose to let us interact with things.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot going on. I think that we should be able to figure this out without a tutorial person being like, here's how you do everything.
There's actually a really fine line this game pulls, right? It's like, in some ways, you feel overwhelmed by the amount of options. And in other regards, it's like, oh my God, stop talking to me and just let me do stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there's like it's one or the other.
It kind of feels like some classic games that it's like, it's honestly better to just jump in and fail like 10 times in a row and figure it out, because by the time you figure it out, you're like, it all makes sense.
And at least you got to play the game.
Yeah, exactly. If you're spending, 10 hours in tutorials, why?
Why would you do that?
Why would you?
This is an Arkham Asylum.
Cool. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Make fun of Nathan for his bad reading. He's better than I would be, though, so...
It's when you stumble upon words that you're not used to or have never heard of because they don't exist.
Font doesn't help much.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to talk about this eventually, but I don't like that they split it into two, columns.
Okay.
We'll talk about that in the next episode, though. Bye.
Bye.
Everyone.